Hello, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's doing great this morning. It's Tuesday, October 17. It's currently a chilly 45 degrees. Time to break out the flannel shirts. Um, High today is 54. No chance of rain still. I think like towards Friday. I think Friday they're calling for a good chance of rain, like 80%, but that number could change by the time it gets here. Winds at 5 miles per hour right now. It's been kind of breezy lately. Uh, got pretty windy the other day. Everything out there, my okra is really tall, and it was like bent halfway over from the wind. One of my pie pans that I got out there, the wire broke somehow, and I found it out there in the driveway, and everything over here, the pie pans I put in the on the stakes, I put two of them in here where I've got my fall stuff, and I don't know, they work in some and some not. I still noticed there was a couple holes out there, but not as many. I'm thinking maybe if it probably gets in there when they're not blowing around, making noise, or either it doesn't care. It might be the case. But they have really done good keeping everything else out, mainly rabbits and chipmunks and stuff like that, and those groundhogs. I haven't seen the groundhogs. There was at least three of them around here. I don't know whatever happened to them. Surely they don't hibernate halfway through summer because it's been really hot. As little as a couple weeks ago. Um, but they were that one would get in my garage and he dragged the soil I had out there, the bags around, and knocked over some stuff, and he tried to drag off a piece of plastic into his hole out there. I had to get it and pull it out, and just was being pretty aggravating. But just all of a sudden, I don't see him anymore. And there was one over here in the front over here, and there was one down by that storm drain, and then there was one in the neighbor's yard too. At least three of them. They must have packed up and just left. If they did anything, they went up here in these woods. These people have got a lot of. For some reason, the owner planted like probably 100 pine trees, and now it's a woods. No, there's a different person living in it now, with the original person that planted them. I don't know what he was thinking, really. Maybe he didn't want to mow all that. But I think it's just actually brought in more critters, being more like woods there. So I don't know. Reliable to see anything. We one time I heard a funny noise outside, like a kind of like a barking, and it was a coyote. There was a coyote out there, and what it was is one of them was dead out there, and it was hanging around and yipping and upset, I guess. But it was in the neighbor's yard, and one day there was a dead raccoon. I didn't realize it at first, across the street in the neighbor's yard. There are raccoons around here. We had one that got into our attic one time, chewed up a bunch of stuff to get in it. I mean, chewed up beside of a window, just chewed it up, got in there. But there was one dead. What happened was the people were on vacation across the street, and there was this raccoon. Obviously, somebody said it was acting funny, and I think it had rabies or something. They said it was. I guess they turned it in as suspicious animal or something, and there was a policewoman came over and she shot it, but she just left it there in their yard. I imagine she didn't want to touch it if it was a chance that it had rabies. But you'd think somebody in animal control would have come and got it, but they never did. And those people were on vacation. Next thing I know, I don't remember if I've got it on video. It might have been before that I started. Anyway, I don't think I got any video of it. But I went and looked out there, and there was one of those turkey vultures out there. And I didn't realize how big them things were. until I saw one that close. And that thing had a huge, huge wingspan. But it pecked on it and stuff, and I hope it didn't, if it did have rabies, I hope it didn't, you know, somehow give it to that bird or something. But yeah, that was pretty wild. And then the owner came home, and finally he got home, and he had to dispose of that, you know, in his front yard. So anyway, I imagine it smelled pretty bad by then anyway. Okay, today there will be a Halloween edition of Kitty's Corner. Kitty found some really funny Halloween jokes, and she wanted to do a Halloween themed, you know, edition of Kitty's Corner. So that's what she did, and it'll be out today. The last one, I appreciate all the views on the last one. It did really well, and I'm hoping that this one does too. I mean, she's got some funny jokes, you know, and she can tell them really good. She gets a little tickled sometimes, and it kind of, you know, she has to get over it before she can do another one. But check it out today. I appreciate the support on that. And when Ask My Tablet rolls around, I hope everybody will check it out. And it does, hopefully it'll do a little better too. What's for dinner? I got some ground chuck out, you know, thawing in the fridge. And I haven't made spaghetti in a while. So I'm going to make my spaghetti with meat sauce, and we'll have a salad. I got to get some of the, I think I'm going to be able to use the rest of the onions out there. And garlic bread. I think we're just going to make it out of some leftover hot dog buns. You know, they work fine. They really make good garlic bread, as a matter of fact. I hate to waste anything, so, you know, once we have hot dogs, we usually don't have them for a while, you know, and then there's them hot dog buns left. It'd be nice if I had one with just like 4 instead of 8 buns. Okay, I've got a taste test today. You've probably seen the thumbnail by now. I got these at Grocery Outlet, but I'm sure you can find them wherever Nature Valley products are sold. This one has 12 bars in it. It's Nature Valley sweet and salty nut. They're chewy granola bars. This is the variety pack. It's got peanut and almond. I'm going to try the peanut one because I like peanuts the best, and we'll see what it's like. Let's see, where's the peanut? That one's almond. Peanut. Okay, close that back up. Okay, here's what this one looks like. Okay, it says chewy too. I like the chewy ones better than the really dry, like hard ones. Okay, if you eat with the peanut one, it's 160 calories. Really, the facts are about the same for the two, almost. Total fat, it's got 8 grams, that's 10%. Saturated fat, 2.5 grams, that's 12%. No trans fat or cholesterol. And it says sweet and salty, but they're really not that, you know, there's not much salt on them. 135 milligrams is 6% for both flavors. And the only difference so far is the almond one has 10% instead of 12 of saturated, and 9% of, I don't know if I might try the almond one day, but they're practically the same. So anyway, this one's got 20 grams of carbs. A peanut with 7%. 1 gram of fiber is 5%. It's got 7 grams of total sugar and 6 grams added. Not bad, 12%. And it's 13 for the almond. It's got 3 grams of protein, 2% of iron. And the other one, the almond one, the almonds must give it a little something else because there's 2% of calcium and 2% of potassium, and 4% of iron. So this one just has a 2% of iron. So yeah, let's try this. Oh, it's got like the, looks like it's got some of the coating. Yeah, I like those like that. It's got that on the bottom. Oh, it looks really good. Okay. You can see peanuts on it. Mmm. It's like a vanilla flavor, the stuff here, kind of. I don't know if maybe it's supposed to have peanut butter in this. I do taste a slight, like, peanut butter taste. Maybe that's what's in this supposed to be. But it also tastes like a vanilla taste. Mmm. It's really good. Mm-hmm. That is really good. And I guarantee you the almond one is too. You know, if y'all, I might try the almond one for you one day if y'all want me to. Mm. Hold on, just let me get this chewed up. Okay, let me get some. Okay, I really like that. That is really good. And, you know, that's not got a ton of sugar. What did I say? 12% or something? Yeah, 12% of sugar. That's a lot lower than some things that I've tried for a breakfast item. Even lower than I think those like fruit and grain, or what were they, veggie and fruit and veggie breakfast bars. I think they had more sugar than that. I'm gonna give it 160 calories and 10% and total fat, 12% saturated, then the 12% of sugars, which I think is low. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 for nutrition facts, and it's got a really great flavor to it. It really does, and it's got plenty of, you know, nuts on it and stuff. I haven't seen the almond one yet, but the peanut one sure does. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 for flavor. And the texture, I like the texture that it's chewy, but it's still crunchy. So 4.5 out of 5 for nutrition facts, 5 out of 5 for flavor. I think you'll like this. If you like nuts and granola and stuff like that, you're going to like this, especially if you like peanuts or peanut butter. And I imagine, like I said, the almond is probably really good too. So I don't know. I might try that one day. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that. And let's get back to our jokes of the day. Time for jokes of the day. Yeah, I really do like that. And it's got some protein and stuff. Okay, this first joke is called All Dressed Up. When a strip club isn't open, there should be a sign that reads, "Sorry, we're clothed." Clothed instead of closed. Okay. And this one's called Something to Cry About. Remember when we cried as kids, our parents replied with, "I'll give you something to cry about." We just never thought that instead of hitting us, they'd destroy the housing market, quadruple college tuition, and melt the polar ice caps. Well, that's a good hit. Okay. Here's fact of the day. And it says there's a lot of candy. It's been estimated that on average, America spends $1.9 billion every year on Easter candy. It is second on the list to Halloween, which is the holiday that brings in the most candy money as expected. So if it's $1.9 billion on Easter candy, why shouldn't they should have said how much more it was for Halloween? So it's got to be more than $1.9 billion. And I believe it, looking at those prices, if you hadn't seen my walkthrough at Walmart of the Halloween section. Check it out if you want to see some of the crazy prices. Well, it's been a week or so back. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let me find something to popular type of jacket. US trivia. How about this one? And if it's not what I think it says, the first one says, what was the name of Michael Jackson's childhood band? Does everybody know that? I think everybody would probably know that. Thriller, Michael and Janet, the Jackson 5, Neverland. I think, I'll give you time to decide what you think, but I think it's the Jackson 5. Thriller is one of his albums. Michael and Janet, was she even around when they first started the band? She maybe was a little baby. And Neverland, of course, is his mansion that's abandoned now. That's from what I hear. I'm not for sure. But okay. No, I don't want to say that. I pressed the wrong one. Let's see what it does. Okay, good. Jackson 5. Yes, Michael Joe Jackson was born in Gary, Indiana on August 29, 1958, the fifth of Joe and Catherine Jackson's 9 children. The Jackson Boys soon formed a family band that became a success at amateur shows and talent contests throughout the Midwest. By 1970, the group known as the Jackson 5 was topping the charts and riding a wave of popularity with such hits as ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There, each of which sold over 1 million copies. Whoa. Which American musician was the lead singer of the band Nirvana? I think I know this. James Hetfield, Kurt Cobain, Axl Rose, Joey Ramone. If y'all know anything about rock. I think it was Kurt Cobain. And that's right. And I know he ended up killing himself. Kurt Cobain, in full, Kurt Donald Cobain, was born on February 20, 1967 in Aberdeen, Washington, and died on April 5, 1994 in Seattle, Washington. He was an American rock musician who rose to fame as the lead singer, guitarist, and primary songwriter for the seminal grunge band Nirvana. Nevermind catapulted Nirvana to worldwide fame, and Cobain came to be hailed as a voice of a generation. Didn't mention his... I think he committed suicide. This is easy. What band is known for the hit song Hotel California? Red Hot Chili Peppers? The Eagles? Blondie? Metallica? Well, I can't see Metallica doing Hotel California, or Red Hot Chili Peppers might be able to do it, but the original is the Eagles. It sold over 16 million copies in the U.S. alone. Wow. Which of these 70 bands painted their faces to perform? Kiss, Lynyrd Skynyrd, the Beach Boys, Aerosmith. I'd like to have seen the Beach Boys in makeup like Kiss. That'd been something, wouldn't it? Or, Aerosmith maybe. It's Kiss. And that's right. One of the most famous hard rock bands of the 70s, Kiss, were as infamous for their face paint and stage outfits as they were for their over-the-top live performances. Where are the Beach Boys from? New York, Hawaii, Alaska, California. And there's the Beach Boys. You can see them all painted up like Kiss. Well, they sing about California a lot, so let's say California. And that is right. I got 5 right so far. Excuse me. The Beach Boys transcended their music and have come to represent Californian culture. They provide fans around the world with a passport to experience love, youthful exuberance, and surf culture. Okay, that's 5 right. None wrong so far. What music group released the song It's Gonna Be Me? NSYNC, Maroon 5, Linkin Park, the Black Eyed Peas. I'm not for sure about this. It's gonna be me. I don't know if it would be NSYNC. I'm not even for sure because I'm not familiar. I've listened to some of Black Eyed Peas stuff, and I think our daughter Jackie used to like Linkin Park at one time. And Maroon 5's got that guy in it that was in that one show on TV that's singing. It's gonna be me. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a guess. This might be my first miss. Linkin Park. Nope, I missed. Okay, let's try Black Eyed Peas. That was what I was gonna say. Nope. Nope. It's NSYNC, isn't it? I believe it was NSYNC. It didn't say which one after I pressed it, but I think it was supposed to be NSYNC. It just kind of, I don't know what it did. It skipped over or something. Crazy was a 1993 hit from which American band? Aerosmith, The Doors, Eagles, Metallica. I think there's a song by, so I'll say it again so y'all can decide. Aerosmith, The Doors, Eagles, Metallica. I think the Eagles had one. It was Crazy something. Might be a different one, like Crazy Woman or something like that. Nope, I got another one wrong. Uh-oh. Crazy. How about, The Doors? Sounds like Jim Morrison, maybe. No. Aerosmith. It's Aerosmith. 5 right and 2 wrong. Recorded in early 1993 at the Little Mountain Sound Studio in Vancouver, British Columbia. Crazy was a 4-single release from Aerosmith's Get a Grip album. It reached number 17 in the US and number 23 in the UK. I don't know. I probably would recognize it if I heard it, but it didn't even ring a bell there. The song Losing My Religion is by which American rock band? Kiss, Guns N' Roses, REM, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think I know this one. I'm just not as up on more modern music, more classic rock for me and stuff, and 60s stuff. I think it was by REM, everybody. And that's right. Losing My Religion is a song by the American alternative rock band REM. The song was released as the first single from the group's 1991 album, Out of Time. Okay. Yeah, I remember built on a mandolin riff. I thought that's what that was they were using in that song. A mandolin. Okay, next question. Which American musician was the lead singer of the rock band Soundgarden? And I'm not really sure about this, but I think I can do it by deduction. Steven Tyler, John Bon Jovi, Chris Cornell, Axl Rose. Well, Steven Tyler, I'll give you all a chance to guess. Steven Tyler, was with Aerosmith. John Bon Jovi, was that what the band was called? Bon Jovi? And then Axl Rose was Guns N' Roses. So my guess will be Chris Cornell. And that's right. 7 right, 2 wrong. Got one more. Which popular American band wrote the 1991 song Alive? 1991 song. Alive. Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses. 1991. That sounds about where, of course, Pearl Jam. I might miss this one too. Alive. Alive. Maybe I'm just going to try Pearl Jam. And I got it. Yep, Alive is a debut single by American rock band Pearl Jam. It was released on July 7, 1991, 51 days before the release of the band's debut album, 10, on which Alive appears. Hi, Kitty. Okay, so that's it, everybody. I got 8 right today and 2 wrong. How did you do? Let me know in the comments. And everybody, I hope you had some fun today. What are you doing, Kitty? She's trying to sit on. She's going to knock that chair over. You're going to fall. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Have a great day, everybody. Get you some of these. They're really good. At least the peanut one I tried. And I'm sure that the other one will be good too. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. God bless. And watch Halloween edition of Kitty's Corner today. See ya.